So why does book one, or is book one referred as the better book than book two? Now, at first glance, this seems like something that is inaccurate, or like it makes no sense for anyone to rank book one better than book two just because of the like the graphics and stuff and the storyline. But what if actually book one excelled better than book two? Now I know this sounds far fetched, but like just hear me out. I know this sounds far fetched, but just hear me out just like for 1 second. The book two, as it goes for statistic wise, it showed the worst statistics Piggy has ever seen when it comes to the player count. Player count for Piggy Book 1, Chapter 12, it was 500,000 players, or over actually 500,000 players. While Book 2, in its finale, barely had over 70,000 players. Not only does that show something about Book 2, that it wasn't really preferred, but also that no one really cared about it. Now, this is a little unjustifiable or like unfair to talk in that sense because book 2 had different conditions than book 1. What I mean is book 2 was basically like it was the era of Piggy which was dead. And Piggy had some contribution to it being dead, but it was also because of the pandemic being practically like over and people are going back to school, and some drama caused about the sewers being too scary and whatnot, which kind of got like Piggy numbers to like go down the chain by a lot. But not only that, but it goes to show how Piggy Book 2, that quality doesn't go, like, it's more of, like, the quality of the story rather than the quality of the chapters itself. Like, we had, like, Book 1, like, as you can see, this is not, like, you cannot compare Book 1 with Book 2. Book 1 is something, Book 2 is something completely different. And the storyline and lore of Book 2 is way much more condensed than Book 1. And it will stay like that whether I, as a Book 1 as a Book 1 lover, would even say it. Book 2 excels at its story, but what it doesn't excel at is just like overall, just the like the antagonist. As I'm going to say, like, book 2 was complex, but it had some of the biggest plot holes ever. Like, we were introduced to William, and William was just like scrapped, Billy scrapped, like Rash killed. Like, I get, like, if you're trying to do and cause tragic events to occur to characters, that's one thing, but like killing off half of the people is something completely different. And let's not forget to mention the fact that, like, in my opinion, of course, book 2, there was like 2 million weeks different gaps, like, between like chapter releases, and of course it was because of the quality upgrade and all, but like, man, I was not waiting for it, which kind of caused many people to start like hating on it. And also, like, the plot holes, as I was saying, is the biggest one ever. The plot holes in book 2 were just seamlessly on the rise, and book 2 was meant to answer book 1's questions, but it just, like, book 2 came in, like, it answered some, like, if they, like, what exactly happened to Piggy residents and stuff like that. But it also left us new question, like, where's Leo? Where is William? Where's Leo? And most importantly, where Billy is. Billy was meant originally, as I said, these are all scrapped. Billy was originally meant to be, like, Tigre, except, like, he would be, like Tigre in the thing, in the chapter 3 refinery, but it was completely cancelled out because the tenuous flea, the creator of Billy, didn't update his models to go with the TSP uniform, and which caused Billy to just be the biggest plot hole ever because he was a character that was meant to have so much. And Tigry, man, Tigry was meant to be Tio, basically. Tigry was meant to be the evil guy who was stopping the player and just causing the player drama. He was meant to just have that role, but he ended up being scrapped as a person and completely degraded by Willow. The main thing that makes book 1 outstand than book 2 is the fact that the story is, I think, in my opinion, better than book 2. Even though book 2 is a bit more complex, but book 1, you didn't know what was coming. Book 2, you can already guess what was happening. And just the introduction of characters and then just completely scrapping them out of the lore, like Leo, Billy, William, it just doesn't really make book 2 that fun. And also because of that book 2 his issues is that it had so much antagonists, evil people, that we would get confused. A second Willow was our enemy, and then we quickly moved on to supposedly Tigry, but then that got scrapped, and then Tio was introduced. Tio's rushed introduction, I think, was basically the main factor that just made Piggy Book 2 it's not hated, but it's less preferred. Because we had Mr. P's introduction and just overall him being the evil guy ever since debatable between chapter 5 and chapter 6. In my opinion, chapter 6 when he left us, because chapter 5 he was just trying to save his friend, which didn't show that he was evil, but chapter 6 he just was okay, bye bye. Yeah, but Tio, he just came in all of a sudden. Now of course the influence was meant to have some sort of importance of what, if you know what I'm saying, but man, the way it ended out kind of disappointed me. Book 2 had so much expectations in my opinion, but that went down the drain, literally down the drain. Now one last thing I want to talk about of why book 1 I think excelled the most was because of the fact that we didn't know anything. Let's face it, the community was kind of they didn't know exactly what was going on in the story. They were just going, even Minitoon himself, and I know people are gonna debate and say, well, in Piggy Book 1 there was scrapped items. That's true, but book 1 was something spontaneous, or something that was literally written, every chapter was just written, meant, it wasn't planned. It was even a surprise even for the creator himself. It was a full-on surprise for Minitoon to just all of a sudden have to write a story and of whatnot. Do remember that the game originally was meant to just be a troll, and for a troll game getting its light and becoming what it is now, the story just excelled again. But another thing, I know this is this is a bit confusing, but these are the main points of why Piggy Book 1 is referred as a better book than book 2. As a quick summary, it's first of all, it was disappointing. Book 2 was a disappointment because it was meant to solve so many plot holes, but it as they were solving the plot holes, more plot holes came. I was saying, sorry, I had a quick issue. Book 2, for us, was basically the continuation of book 1, within the addition of fixing book 1's plot holes. But it did fix some, but at the same time it created just more characters that are just cancelled out of the lore, more characters that that had a major role just completely scrapped out, a full antagonist that had to be created all of a sudden because it was Tigry was literally scrapped. He was literally I feel bad for Tigry, man. He was literally scrapped. But that's all I have to say. man, if book 2, like book 2 and book 1, like book 2 isn't like, I know I'm roasting book 2 in this like vid, but like book 2 isn't bad. Like it's bad, but like it isn't like a 0 or like a 6. It's like an 8, but like against a chapter, against like book 2, against book 1, I mean, it does not stand a chance. Nobody come tell me that book 2 is better, because book 2 is not better. Whoever says that, I'm sorry, you are just either joined in book 2, which is the only time which I'll like allow, like of course I can allow you, but like, you know what I mean. And that's my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree to it. Let's see if I can juke. Oh, that's my opinion. I hope you guys enjoy. It's very off scripted, but I hope my idea or point is understood. And it's Hater Bro. Peace.